Nunez thinks his primes are down as he absolutely headbutts Anderson right in the chin. So Liverpool drop another 2 points. 2 points dropped at Fulham, 2 points dropped at Anfield, Crystal Palace and Fulham doing the deed against Liverpool. City are now 4 points clear at the moment. It isn't the worst case scenario. They have had 2 draws, they had 2 losses, but a lot of stuff happened in that game. Liverpool were dominant in the first half, really. Palace sat back, as most teams do against City and Liverpool, parked the bus, every man behind the ball, but one chance is all it takes because Liverpool have them 2 players on the halfway line. You get the counter-attack, you're in on goal. Alisson the first time made a good save. He was offside, I think, Eze, but Zaha got the running behind Nat Phillips, finessed it into the bottom right. Nothing Alisson could do. Had Palace with 1 up, 1 shot, 1 goal. Clinical. Liverpool obviously then pressure. It was half time. They could have scored, but it was 1-0. You expected a goal, and then out of nowhere, Nunez, who had a pretty dodgy game, he had a few chances which he missed. He should have scored in at least one of them. Hit the post. He hit the ball a load of times. Then he gets sent off. He headbutts Anderson in the head. I don't know what he was doing there, what he was thinking. It's stupid from him, and he's a proper... Well, he didn't do that, did he? But it's proper bush. And you were not going to get away with that. Like, when 2 players clash heads and put them together, you're going to get both yellows. You might get away with it, but that was bad. Liverpool went down to 10 men and did well to come back 1-1 because pretty much a few minutes afterwards, Diaz, what a goal. Unbelievable stuff from him. Went past about 5 men, banged it into the bottom right, and Liverpool had hope. It was about the 65th minute. They had hope. There was pressure in all game. Didn't manage to get the goal, obviously. Palace sat back and didn't really have any more chances after that. Liverpool were dominant. It reminded me a lot of when they only got 4th or 3rd, weren't it? Because that season, every team managed to just sit back and counter, and it was sort of like that. Like, it looked like if you count Liverpool and that game you would have scored because, I don't know, there's a little bit flimsy. They are a bit lightweight at the moment with the injuries. Nat Phillips playing because Matip's injured. Thiago injured. Jota injured. Now Nunez is not going to be playing against Man United, so they've got to hope that Firmino's back. If Nunez, I thought that game, he started well in the Community Shield. Obviously, the pre-season friendlies, people were mocking him with misses and stuff. He started well in the Fulham game when he got subbed on, and this game, if he looked confident, but it slowly got drained out of him after his misses. I think he's got to keep the faith. Liverpool fans have got to keep the faith in him. He has just got that big price tag on him, and you saw what it did to Grealish. It can ruin you as a player. I think he's not obviously worth 100 million, is he? But hopefully he can come to fruition. He just needs to calm his temper a bit because what he did there, a moment of madness, but hopefully he does come to it. He had a bad game today. Liverpool, I don't know, you need teams to come out a bit more. Palace played perfect in them standards, but obviously Liverpool, it's hard to break him down. Trent was whipping him ball after ball. Is the league over already 2 games? No, because Liverpool will let City go 11 points ahead pretty early on last season, and they managed to rake it back. They've got Man United. They need to be careful because Ten Hag did beat them pre-season, but I think it should be an easy win if they play better than they did today because they're going to have to find ways to win. They ain't got Mane now, who was a crucial part of getting them crucial goals, so it's got to come from somewhere else. Nunez has to be that man, and if he can't cope under the pressure, I don't know what's going to happen. Liverpool might drop off, but at the moment, there's nothing. You have to wait 10, 12 games for the table to really shake. They can't drop off too much, but if you think of City last season, I said it in the last video, they lost to Spurs straight away. They had a few draws here and there. Then they picked it up and went on that massive run and then let Liverpool back in, but they're not that far done at the moment. There's other games that can be played. They just should be beating these sort of teams. Klopp needs to figure out they need one more midfielder because that midfield was so weak. Milner, Elliott and Fabinho. Yes, Fabinho's your DM. One of them's injured. You're going to be in the same situation, similar situation as you was in that season where it was the injury season. So I don't know what's going to happen. They need to probably dip their hands back in the transfer market, get a bit more money out and see what they do. Like Haaland and Nunez, it is going to be compared. Haaland had that stinker in the Community Shield. Nunez has had a stinker here. Obviously, Haaland's half price, so I don't think he's got the pressure on him. Bournemouth, he only got an assist though, so it is what it is. The Premier League's looking feisty. That game was very weird. Like Klopp, I think in these interviews said it was stupid from Nunez. He lost his head really. He lost his confidence. Then he was getting frustrated. And then Anderson managed to wind him up and bosh. You're a goner. Red card. They've got depth in most areas when they're fully fit. But that midfield, because they let Wijnaldum go them seasons ago, they haven't really got They need one more at least that can really help them. With City, it just feels like they have that many players. They don't matter if one or two gets injured. Like, it's unbelievable. Obviously, striker now as well. If Nunez is gone, Firmino's injured, Jota's injured. They've got two attackers at the moment, Diaz and Salah. Who else is going to play there? They're in a little bit of a rut at the moment, Liverpool. I know it ain't that bad. They've got 2 points, but you'll have to see how they do against Man United and how Klopp is going to have to regenerate and rebuild this team. They are in their rebuild phase now, I feel like, because Mane's gone. There's a few that's moved on. Salah's already signed the contract extension, but it's a bit weird. They're not playing the same. Obviously, they have the number 9. I just feel like could be a turning point where City really go ahead of Liverpool, or Liverpool stay with City and match them stride for stride, and we have this massive battle going on again, which I think it will happen. Liverpool just need to get in them gears and really score goals. Once Nunez gets going, hopefully he'll do well for them, but at the moment he looks very nervous, and he does look like he takes a lot of chances to bloody score, because some of them, he missed the ball half time, slicing it. I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, 1-1, it was a fair result. Palace digged in deep to get that point. It could have been bloody 2 and they could have got the win, because Zaha hit the post as well. Whipped in by Mitchell. He's been fantastic that game. He was brilliant. Trent was nowhere to be seen. That could have been it. Game, set and match. All you need with Liverpool is 2 chances, because they're so open at the back. It's just ridiculous. But they managed to keep the score 1-1, and it was 1 point each. And it really helps them after they lost to Arsenal on the opening game of the season. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.